What's going on, everybody out there watching this? This is my Ring of Honor ROH Final Battle Predictions video. Final Battle 2015 is on pay-per-view this Friday night, so check it out if you're a Ring of Honor fan. Now I'm going to start and run down every match and do my predictions for Ring of Honor's Final Battle pay-per-view for 2015. Their final pay-per-view of the year. I think they've done 4. This will be their 4th pay-per-view, I think, of the year. Or 4th or 3rd. Something like that. As I said, Final Battle from Ring of Honor is December 18th, this Friday night on pay-per-view, so check it out. If you have a little bit of extra money, order the pay-per-view and support Ring of Honor. Because I will be, and I will be watching it. And I'll try to get on Twitter and live tweet it also if I'm in the mood. Up next, not up next, but up first is, I'll just start with this match. Cheeseburger. If you don't know who Cheeseburger is, he's a really skinny wrestler, really skinny guy, but at least he can wrestle, and he probably loves wrestling, so God bless him, he became a wrestler. So he's tougher than me, because I wouldn't want to be on the road over 300 days a year taking bumps every single weekend. I gave up on being a wrestler probably 10 years ago. So anyways, my passion is booking more than wrestling, anyways, and coming up with storylines more than wrestling. Up first, Cheeseburger taking on Bob Evans. If you don't watch Ring of Honor TV, you probably don't even know who Bob Evans or Cheeseburger is, so hopefully you get Ring of Honor TV wherever you are to watch it. As I said, Cheeseburger, he can't weigh more than 120 pounds. The guy is really skinny and doesn't have much muscle, but then he's like I guess a super light heavyweight. I don't know what you would call him, but he's super skinny. So Cheeseburger, I predict Cheeseburger will defeat Bob Evans, and I haven't watched Ring of Honor TV religiously every single week. I have seen a lot of parts of the shows every week, but I've not watched a full episode in months. But I still follow Ring of Honor, so I do know what's going on. I do know the feuds and the storylines going into Final Battle 2015, so I know enough to follow Ring of Honor and to do a predictions and a review on Final Battle. I'll do my review after the pay-per-view, probably Friday or Saturday, and I'll have it up on my YouTube channel. So Cheeseburger against brutal Bob Evans. I'm going to go with and say Cheeseburger wins. Up next, you got Adam Cole taking on Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the Red Dragon. This is a grudge match, and I'm going to go with Kyle O'Reilly. I think he'll win. Up next, Ring of Honor TV title. I'm not doing these matches in order. I'm just running down them and giving my predictions for all the matches. ROH TV title. Roderick Strong defending the belt against the other Red Dragon member, Bobby Fish. This should be a really good wrestling match. Both are great, pure wrestlers. They can basically do any style of wrestling if they had to. They can work any style. They could work against different opponents from Japan, Australia, anywhere, American style, any kind of style. They could do it. I predict Roderick Strong will win and retain the TV title. Up next, we got a Ring of Honor tag team title match. It is the tag team champions defending the kingdom against War Machine. War Machine, I could see winning the tag titles because I heard the Kingdom's other contracts are coming up in 2016, even Maria's. So the Kingdom, I read some rumors that there has been some interest from WWE and that they may want to sign the Kingdom. I think they'd be a great fit in NXT. You could have the Kingdom and Maria feud with Enzo, Colin Cassidy, and Carmella. I think that'd be entertaining. So maybe the Kingdom, if they lose their tag titles, they probably told Ring of Honor they're not going to re-sign with them. So maybe they'll lose and go to WWE NXT and debut in NXT in 2016. Who knows? I think the Kingdom and Maria, I think they would be a great fit if they did end up in NXT. That'd be a great fit, and they would do great there. But I got the Kingdom retaining the tag titles. I just think they will. But I could be dead wrong. A lot of my predictions could be wrong. Up next, we got, Moose going up against Michael Elgin. I'm going to go with Moose to get the win. I think it'd be pretty stupid to have Michael Elgin defeat Moose. I don't like that, and it wouldn't make any sense. You got to keep Moose strong and have him defeat Michael Elgin. That match will probably be pretty damn hard hitting and pretty physical. Up next, triple threat, three-way dance, tag team match, three-way tag team dance. The Briscoes taking on the Young Bucks, taking on the All Night Express. This is going to be a great triple threat tag. This is going to be fast-paced. A lot of high spots. A lot of crazy moves. There's going to be a lot of super kicks. There's going to be a lot of super kicks and super kick parties going on in this match because basically that's all the Young Bucks do is a super kick over and over. If I made a weird face because I heard a loud bang outside. I don't know what the hell it was. Sounded like a freaking shotgun went off. Anyways, that's just another day living in my ghetto bad neighborhood. It's nobody's problem watching this, and I'm sure you don't care what happens here. Anyways, Briscoes, Young Bucks, the All Night Express is Kenny King and Rep Titus, I think is his name. This is going to be a great triple threat. As I said, there's going to be way too many super kicks done by the Young Bucks because that's basically the only offensive maneuver that the Young Bucks know is the super kick. I'm not a fan of theirs. I'm just not a fan of their characters or their style in the ring. But the Young Bucks have a lot of damn fans. They're part of the Bullet Club. They do that all the time, which they rip that off from the Clique and the NWO, but whatever. They want to do that. They can do it all they want. But I predict that the All Night Express will get the victory over the Briscoes and the Young Bucks. So I hope the All Night Express wins. Up next, we got a 6-man tag. Alex Shelley returning to Ring of Honor. He hasn't been there in a very long time, for a couple years, a long time. I don't think Alex Shelley has been involved in Ring of Honor since like 2006 or 5 or something like that. Maybe even 4, I don't know. Because Alex Shelley was in TNA for a really long time before he went to Japan. I thought he retired, but I think he's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's been there a couple years in a tag team, and now he's back in Ring of Honor. Because Ring of Honor does have a working relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so Alex Shelley New Japan is probably allowing Ring of Honor to use Alex Shelley on their pay-per-view because they work together, those two companies. Alex Shelley teaming up with Matt Sydal, who is formerly known as Evan Bourne from the WWE. He's been in Ring of Honor for a while. I think over a year since he was released from his WWE contract. I think that was in early 2015 that Evan Bourne was finally granted his release. ACH, Matt Sydal and Alex Shelley taking on the team of The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian and Chris Sabin. Everybody knows Sabin and Alex Shelley were former tag team partners, former TNA tag champs in TNA as the Motor City Machine Guns. So this should be an entertaining 6-man tag. I'm looking forward to it. Up next, before I read you the final match, the main event, up next we got Dalton Castle, who is pretty damn over in Ring of Honor. Fans like him. Fans have gotten behind Dalton Castle taking on Silas Young again on pay-per-view. Last time they fought each other on pay-per-view in a match, Dalton Castle lost his boys to Silas Young, and Silas took his boys from him. I predict Dalton Castle will defeat Silas Young this time on pay-per-view. And for the 6-man tag, I predict Alex Shelley, ACH, and Matt Sydal will win. Now, on to the main event. The Ring of Honor ROH World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Jay Lethal, one of the best world champions in the business today. He was the Ring of Honor TV champ and world champ for a while. But he lost the TV title to Roderick Strong probably, I think, 1 or 2 months ago. Or maybe 3 months ago. Something like that. So, Jay Lethal, the only title he has left is the world title. There's been rumors that WWE was interested in signing Jay Lethal, that they're a fan of his. And if Jay Lethal does go to WWE in 2016, I predict and I say that he'll debut in NXT, because a lot of guys from Ring of Honor, if they come over, they always go to NXT. Or they should go to NXT, because they could work there and they could that'd be better for their careers to start in NXT than WWE and on the main roster. But Jay Lethal said in an interview recently that nobody from WWE has contacted him at all about a contract. Maybe he's just not saying anything because WWE told him to keep it quiet. I don't know. I don't know when Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor contract runs out. It probably does in early 2016. Could Jay Lethal just show up and debut in the Royal Rumble match? Yes, he could, but I doubt that happens. But it could happen. So, Jay Lethal defending the Ring of Honor World title against New Japan Pro Wrestling's AJ Styles. AJ's been working with the Ring of Honor for over a year. He's been going back and forth from New Japan to Ring of Honor and back and forth. I don't really see the point of having AJ Styles win the world title in Ring of Honor unless he's going to stay there full time and be there like every weekend to work Ring of Honor house shows. I don't see the point of that. So, I predict and I think Jay Lethal should win and retain the world title, because I don't think AJ is coming back to Ring of Honor full time. And I'm not saying he has to be full time in Ring of Honor as world champion, but he should be. If they're going to give him the world title, he should be full time, and he should be on every single weekend's house shows as a world champion. Because just having your champion show up like once or twice a month, that's not going to cut it. And I wouldn't enjoy that as a fan of Ring of Honor. I wouldn't enjoy the world champion not being on the shows more than or less than once a month. I wouldn't be happy with that. seeing a world champion on the show less than once a month. Brock Lesnar did that last year in WWE when he was world champ, but he's a different guy. He's Brock Lesnar. WWE didn't need the champion to show up on every single Raw and SmackDown. We just did not need to see that. Even though Brock didn't even work Hell in a Cell last year, he did not work Survivor Series, and he did not work TLC. So basically, he didn't defend the title for 3 months. And then finally, he worked the Royal Rumble. But Brock, again, WWE had a big roster, way bigger than Ring of Honor, so they didn't really need the world champion around for 3 months. They could afford to not have him on TV. Even though it was kind of a bad idea to not have the WWE title defended for 3 months. That was a pretty stupid idea on Vince's part, but then again, he had no choice because Brock Lesnar had a contract that said he didn't have to show up a lot of the months out of the year. So Vince really had no choice but to keep the champion off TV because he didn't want to, I guess, or Brock didn't want to accept more dates to work and more pay-per-views to work as champion. Whatever. This is about Ring of Honor, not Brock Lesnar and WWE. Jay Lethal, I think, should win and retain the title. I don't think he'll debut in NXT or the WWE in early 2016. I could see Jay Lethal going to NXT in the summer of 2016. That could happen. But before WrestleMania, I don't see Jay Lethal going to WWE or NXT. But I could see the Kingdom showing up in NXT before WrestleMania because, again, NXT is its own brand. Even though they're under the WWE umbrella, NXT is becoming its own brand because they're doing house shows like almost every weekend around the United States and in UK. NXT is its own brand. They're drawing like they're a different brand. Or they're drawing like they don't need the WWE name under them. Even though they're called WWE NXT and stuff like that. At least that's a hashtag WWE and NXT wants us to use is WWE NXT. So, NXT, in my opinion, if they're going to become more and more their own brand of wrestling, and they already are because they're running their own pay-per-views on the network and they have their own roster, then NXT needs more talent. And the Kingdom would be a great fit to NXT and it'd be more talent. And Jay Lethal would also be a great fit and it'd be more great veteran talent for NXT if Jay Lethal went there. So I think Jay Lethal retains. I'll go over my picks again. Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly, grudge match. Kyle O'Reilly wins it. Cheeseburger against Bob Evans. I think Cheeseburger wins. Jay Lethal defending against AJ Styles. I think Jay Lethal wins. The Kingdom defending their tag titles with Maria, the wife of Matt Bennett, or not Bennett, I think that's his name, or Mike Bennett, or Michael Bennett, whatever his name is. He's married to Maria. Everybody knows that. They take on War Machine. I got the Kingdom winning. Even though that doesn't really make sense if they're going to go to NXT in January. But whatever. They could give the titles back to Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor could have a tournament to crown new tag champs. That is not a problem if the Kingdom leaves and decides to not re-sign with Ring of Honor. Maybe the Kingdom has already re-signed their contracts to stay in Ring of Honor. I don't know. I'm just guessing. TV title match. Roderick Strong defeats Bobby Fish, I believe. Moose against Michael Elgin. Moose wins. Briscoes, Young Bucks, the All Night Express. I think the All Night Express wins. Alex Shelley, Matt Sydal, ACH against The Addiction, and Chris Sabin. I think Alex Shelley, ACH, and Sydal win. Dalton Castle against Silas Young. I think Dalton Castle wins. It's this Friday night, people. Ring of Honor's 2015 Final Battle pay-per-view. Check it out and support Ring of Honor. If you're a big wrestling fan, support Ring of Honor and order the pay-per-view. Hope you enjoyed my Ring of Honor Final Battle 2015 predictions. Everybody enjoy the pay-per-view. Bye for now.